What's up, guys? It's me again, the me you don't know, but that shouldn't matter for you to enjoy a good story. So let's get on with the show now, shall we? So, first off, I want to apologize for not recording this in ages. It's been like, what, 2 weeks since I did a part of this. And, yeah, so let's just get on with the show. So, last we left off, I honestly, um, don't remember exactly. Oh yeah, I remember now. They moved into Momo's neighborhood. Yeah, and so about this neighborhood, they ended up moving. I'll explain it later. So, and we're going to continue our story and with Momo's perspective, actually. So, it's like it's a Friday afternoon. Yes, a Friday afternoon. Right after school. She just got home and without really anything to do, she decided to head off to her room and do a bit of homework. Yes, after a few hours of doing homework, she hears these trucks right on by through the neighborhood. As these are two big moving trucks, as they're making quite a bit of noise just rolling through the neighborhood. As there's not really much traffic that goes on through her neighborhood, so it caught her attention, sort of say. So she got up, walked walked to her window, and looked out of it for a bit, and just and saw the two big trucks and a bunch of cars following it as they stopped at a house a few houses over, or should I say a few mansions over. And so um, just down the street is where they're parked. She can walk there. Be about a 5 minute walk. As she's thinking like, oh, do we have new neighbors? As she pretty much just like walks out onto her balcony and pop out a pair of binoculars and just starts looking. As all she sees is a bunch of moving guys and people that look like servants. As she's thinking, maybe the actual residents aren't home. And she's like, and they have a lot of servants. That's more than what my family has. Man, they must be rich. Is what she's thinking. Like they've gotta be uh, more loaded than her parents are. It's basically what she's thinking. I mean, technically, I mean, kinda. They kinda are. But anyways, on with that is she's thinking like maybe they'll be there tomorrow and I can introduce myself then. But she ended up deciding to go back inside and thinking about introducing herself the next day. But when the next day came around, she didn't really have a chance to, as her family wanted to have a family meeting of sorts. to discuss their new neighbors. And then, one second. So where was I? Oh yes. Um, let's see if I can do a conversation here. So as Momo wakes up for the next day and gets ready to visit her new neighbors, she gets a knock on her door. As Momo says, "Just a minute," and she rushes over to the door and opens it, and she finds one of the maids. Um, as the maid tells her that her family wishes to speak with her downstairs. As Mama is all like, "Huh? What for? I was just getting ready to go out today." Um, as the maid says, "It's something you should know. It's well, it's best that you hear it from your mother." As Momo just says, "Oh, all right. I guess it can't be too bad. And it's only just morning. I can go visit them in the afternoon." As she's thinking. As she says, "Oh, okay, I'll come along then, I guess." As the maid escorts her down the stairs to this to the living room, basically. As when Momo opens the door to the living room, as she's like, "Well, I thought this was a family gathering. Why is the whole neighborhood here?" As that doesn't as Momo's mother. Speaking of which, yeah, this here will be Momo's mother. Yes. Um, she plays in a somewhat important role to this story, and by that I mean she's a vampire. Not a pure vampire, but she is a vampire. And with that, it makes Momo a vampire as well. But the thing is, the whole neighborhood pretty much is vampires. Yeah, just about. Like, like as I said in the first part, I think, or was it the second part? I don't remember. But anyways, vampires are did like blend in with society, as they all pretty much lived in the city, and um, they made it with humans and things and made half elves. As as this neighborhood here was founded by the vampires, that's why it's pretty much closed off society. There's not many people visit this part of the city, and so yeah, and everyone here pretty much knows each other. And as I said, they're all pretty much vampires. Not all of them are, but just about. So, um, oh, and I guess I should say, Ava did not know this was a vampiric neighborhood before she bought the place. Yeah, but works out. But, you know, God, I'm stuttering here. The thing is, once Ava and them get there, she will know that they're all vampires because vampires can tell what's the word? They can tell who's a vampire and who's not just by looks and smell. It's not hard for them to figure out who's a vampire and who's not. And even half vampires have that ability to just know if you're a vampire or not. So, yeah, that's pretty much how they remain hidden because they know who to talk to about their problems and things like that, from being a vampire. I think I ran, ugh, think that went on long enough. Let's continue on with the story. As Momo's mother tells Momo to have a seat because they have to discuss what they're going to do with their new neighbors. And I guess I haven't said this yet, but um, Ava's servants, as I've called them, they're actually vampires as well. And I know I said there aren't um, that many vampires, but that's comparing them to werewolves. There's like a bunch more werewolves than there are vampires, but there still are a lot of vampires, just not as much as there are werewolves. Not nearly as much as there are werewolves. Just gotta be clear with that because what I said in the other part can be a bit confusing with all these vampires in this one little neighborhood. Just think about that. There's like like 200 or so vampires in this neighborhood, and they all pretty much know each other. They have this whole like society here, and Ava herself got a bunch of vampire servants. So, like just imagine this small group here and uh, quadruple that. That's how many werewolves there will be. You know. um, I think I said enough about that. I might have just confused myself, but let's carry on, shall we? So, where was I exactly? Oh yeah, they were discussing what to do with their new neighbors as um their sensing ability doesn't really work that well from a far distance. So only a few of the only a few of the members that are there knows that their new neighbors are vampires. They have vampires. Excuse me. At least their servants are vampires. So they're assuming that the masters of the house will be vampires themselves. But because no one's seen them yet, and they're discussing whether or not they should um, throw a welcome party or not. That's pretty much what it's for, just to get to know their neighbors. As Momo is liking the idea, because she would like to. She was thinking about going to introduce herself later that day, but she figured she could wait until everyone is gathered together. But then her mother tells Momo that, well, no one really knows them, so you can go and get to know them and invite them over to our house. And so then they can get to know us as well. So, and so make them feel welcome. And so, how many times am I going to say and so? Sorry, I'm a bit self conscious, okay? Probably shouldn't say stuff like that, but carrying on is, well, since there was the whole neighborhood, well, not the whole neighborhood, but you know, um, uh, kind of like how the council is with the heads of the clans and stuff. Kind of like that, but just like the heads of the houses. You know, you know, as they're the ones that are theirs. They're they were talking and enjoying their company. As Momo didn't really have a chance to go out, she was stuck there all day. So she missed out on introducing herself to them that day. But it kind of works out because they're not there yet anyway. But they are just moving their stuff in. Well, the servants are at least. So the next day, her friends invited her out to go places. So Momo didn't really have the chance to go visit her new neighbors that day either. So weekend's over now, as it's now Monday. She got to go back to school, and right when she leaves her home, she overhears three people walking out as they're saying goodbye to their mother, and they were rushing for some reason. As Momo's thinking like, well, she's not thinking that yet. As she sees these three three wolf-like people, is they're people with wolf ears and a wolf tail, and she notices that they have the same uniform on that she has. And she's like, "We go to the same school? They'll be transferring into my school?" As they're like, "Wait till mother hears about this. She'll be so excited." As as um Momo was thinking about running over and introducing herself right then and there, but right when she was about to walk over to them, pretty much disappeared. And she's like, wait, where did they go? As a few seconds later, she got hit by a big burst of wind. As it was just sudden and she didn't know where it just came from or anything. And basically, what happened is um, Izuki and Izumi climbed onto Deku's back, and Deku just took off running. As he's just that fast that it looked like he just teleported, but he didn't. He just took off running, and that's why there was a huge burst of wind. But Momo didn't know that. She wasn't paying too much attention. She was just standing outside the gate of her homes, out of her home, and she was waiting for her mother to come out with the car. Is because if you can't tell by the outfit she's in, she's pretty much the principal of the school Momo is currently going to. As this school is also vampire based. Yeah, there will be a lot of vampire students there. They'll make up like 50% of the school population. And, you know, that seems like a good spot to leave it off. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like if you like, subscribe if you wanna, and comment down below if you enjoyed or not. Oh, it's only gonna get better from here. I hope. uh, Sorry. Bye.